The weather alert date is from 2 p.m. until 8 p.m. Now, the reasoning on that is some storms will be in the area by 2 p.m. That's going to kind of start things off, continuing to bubble up as we head into the later afternoon, though. So I do think especially late afternoon into early evening, we will have quite a few strong storms out there with hail and gusty winds, lightning and heavy rain as well. We have this stationary frontal boundary. It's kind of stalled out around our area, and you can see here energy riding along this boundary, moving into western Florida. This is the same frontal boundary that's been kind of plaguing us for a couple days now. You can see the winds south of the frontal boundary all really just coming out of the south, and that's really helping us to warm up. We're very muggy out there, and you're going to notice that throughout the day. You can see really active weather off in the Atlantic and off to our west in the Gulf. I want to take a closer look at this. Lots of lightning associated with this, and the rain just beginning to move into western Florida. We're getting some of the cloud cover off of that. Now you can see here as we head into the afternoon, things begin bubbling up and continuing late afternoon into early evening. For your ride home today, you're going to want to keep an eye on the weather, and still even by 6:30 heading into 7, 8 o'clock, still some storms lingering around in Palm Beach County, and we do have a pretty good risk for some severe weather as well. The Storm Prediction Center does have our area under a marginal risk for severe weather, with winds at about 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts, and then lightning will be frequent in storms, also the chance for some small hail, and of course wherever we get heavy rain we could see some temporary flooding. It's already warmed up out there. We've got very high humidity as well, of course all of that helping to destabilize the atmosphere for when those storms make it into our area. Mid 80s in Boynton Beach already, lower 80s in West Palm, 77 in Okeechobee. We'll spend the rest of our afternoon in the low to mid 80s as those storms begin bubbling up. Of course, you could get some rain-cooled places, but for the most part, it's going to be a hot and muggy afternoon. If you're headed to the beach, get it in there soon, because we're going to have a stormy afternoon. And then for boating, same thing. You don't want to be out on the water with these storms in the vicinity. There will be a high risk for lightning. Area-wide highs today in the mid 80s with those southerly winds. And then overnight tonight, continuing to see a few storms earlier, falling into the upper 60s. And then for Saturday, that storm and frontal boundary still kind of lingering around, so storms still in the forecast. A few showers possible on Sunday, but it will be the best day of the weekend. And then next week looking even better.